At the outset of the drama, a fiend is depicted hunting two game avatars before slaying them. Then, our heroine, Wei Wei, emerges with her virtual husband, Jung Shu. Together, they engage and eliminate the fiend. Upon its defeat, the fallen players revive, and one claims the fiend's treasure. Soon, other gamers arrive, spot the loot, and propose a wager to Wei. If she triumphs, they'll grant her a ring. She agrees. At that moment, Wei Wei's Jung states, "We've been wed for 6 months, so call me sweetheart instead of Jung." He continues, "You're studying in Beijing, and I'm there too in real life." Meanwhile, in reality, Wei is messaging Jen, who presses to meet her face to face. She instantly refuses. He asks for a snapshot, but before she can answer, her computer powers down. Her friend Erhe is present her blunder caused the lights to fail. Wei swiftly restores the electricity, proving her electrician prowess. She's highly skilled, leading Ersh to jest, "That's why we biology and computer science gals struggle to find boyfriends, we handle it all ourselves." She confides to her companion, "Jang wants to meet me." Eri grows excited, but Wei asserts, "I'd rather keep him in the game only." She restarts her laptop, only for Er to confess, "I've broken your machine." Needing it for the evening's necklace contest, Wei takes it for repair. On campus, she notices a poster for a basketball match, recalling Xiae, a legendary fourth-year senior so charming and striking that the whole college adored him. They resolve to secure seats an hour early. Next, the campus beauty queen Ye Ran shops with a friend. Wei arrives and catches the shopkeeper overpricing a memory card. Wei challenges him, "This looks secondhand, you're asking too much." She and Ershi then argue with the vendor. Yan's companion murmurs that's Wei. To slight her, Yan pays extra for the card. In the following scene, Xiae plays a match with his uncle, who comments, "I hear you're starting a venture." Xiae replies, "I'm drawn to a gaming enterprise." His uncle offers, "Beat me here, and it's yours." Xiae wins, but when his uncle suggests an internet cafe, he demurs, "I want to prove myself." Meanwhile, Wei is at that same cafe, excelling in her game. She's the top female among the 10 best players, and we learn the ultimate leader is Xiao Nai. As Xiao Nai exits with his uncle, it's revealed his father digs up the past as an archaeologist, and his mother chronicles it as a historian. So Xiae chose a modern path in computer science. He glimpses Wei gaming and marvels at her skill. Finishing, she departs oblivious to Xiae. As she steps out, rain pours. Her roommate tells Ershi fetch the clothes outside, but she dawdles. Wei hauls them in before they're drenched. A boy posts a photo of Wei exiting a car, prompting Yuran to scoff, "She's hooked a rich old guy." Having fixed her computer, Wei resumes gaming, defeating a demon. A message pops up. Her virtual spouse wants a divorce by the 3 love stones. She agrees, and their online split plays out. A tear drips from one stone as it concludes. After Jung offers her a mighty weapon, but Wei declines. While vending herbs, her friend reveals Jung's marrying another, a gorgeous girl. In the gaming world, whispers circulate that Wei, despite her rank, conceals her face, hinting she might be a man. Young's wedding is declared in-game, all join. Needing the restroom, Wei stands aside virtually. Players think she's sulking over Jung's vows as she's silent. Messages pile up while she's gone. Back in-game, she perches on a bridge, selling herbs to shift focus from the event. Post-sale, as she departs, someone calls out, "It's Yisha, the top player, in a white outfit." Thrilled, she greets him. He inquires, "How was the wedding affair?" She answers, "Very splendid." He proposes, "Marry me for an even grander one." At first, she bashfully suspects a hack, but he explains, "I want to enter the couple's championship. You're the sole female in the top 10, so I asked." Wei reflects, "First, I'm married to climb ranks now. For the title, of course I can." She says yes and moves toward the live stone, but Yao halts her. "I need 3 days to craft a magnificent ceremony." In real life, Xiae glows with delight. His friend arrives, noting the campus beauty queen wants us to mend her laptop. Another adds she's likely chasing Xiae, but Xiaomi counters, "My game marriage is locked in. I've no time for other girls' gadgets." His buddies probe, "Who's the lucky one?" Wei powers on her device. Boys encircle her account, asking, "How'd you win Yao?" Yisha clarifies, "This is my squad." They battle a collective boss, awing all with Wei's flair. After a player praises Wei and Yishao thanks her, sparking grins, things are heating up. Yishao picks a wedding date, his team protests, "You're booked that day." Wei offers to shift it, but he insists this day's too auspicious. On that fortunate day, Wei sits in class smiling inwardly. Friends mention a basketball game too. Torn between nuptials and the match, she nearly bows out, but they coax her. Xiae heads to a meeting while Wei and Pauls reach the stadium 3 hours early amid a throng of girls. Learning Xiae won't play due to duties, many depart, grumbling, "Why reserve seats? We'll come back later." Next, Wei Wei and Shai rush to their screens as the virtual wedding begins. He'd invited a crowd. Yao presents Wei a gift which she rejects. He insists we'll need this for the championship. She reads vows, and they wed. Shai's friends rejoice as if it's real. As Yao escorts his bride away, gamers send blessings. One tells Yao you're marrying Jung's reject. As number 1, you deserve the prettiest player. Wei Wei asks, have you played with Yaya? He admits, once a teammate brought her in, but I disliked her style and cut her loose. The ceremony ends, leaving the wedding night a private chat. They linger, Wei selling herbs while Yao crafts tools nearby. He picks a flower and gifts it to her. An announcement declares their couple quest complete. Air spots a blurred photo on a form. Wei identifies it as hers. A student's mom drove her home. Shai overhears chatter about it, and recalling her cafe bag, realizes it's Wei Wei. She confronts the uploader. I wasn't up to anything shady. I was tutoring. He doubts her, so she offers the kid's address. Join me tutoring, and I'll drive you in that fancy car. That night, gaming, she meets Yisha near a temple. Yao had banned a gossiping player from the wedding. Wei punishes him with her weakest weapon, asking Yao why won't he log out? He replies, I've locked him in a chain quest whenever he logs in. They log off for tasks, leaving the game on auto, stirring rumors. Wei returns, backs Yisha, and he orders the detractors out. They refuse, so Wei challenges them, beat me and you can take your friend. The chain player logs in, urging them to leave, and Wei spares him. Later, she tells Yao, I had a rough day, but you lifted my spirits. She grows chattier with Yisha than with her ex. Next, Wei Wei's roommates celebrate job interviews at Jung Yi's firm, thanks to her CV submissions. That day, Xiao Nai visits the same company, where Yan's uncle is CEO. Yan, his assistant, serves tea to catch Xiai's eye, but he ignores her, irking her. Meanwhile, Wei and friends hit the lobby for interviews. Air gathers intel from candidates. They're quizzing on gaming. Air slumps only Wei excels at games. In a meeting, Yuren's uncle pitches, sell us your game, Xia Nai, and take a cushy job. He mentions Yuren, a fellow student, but Xiaoi feigns ignorance, never met them. Outside, Xiai's buddy grumbles, they lowballed us. Xiai vows, we'll hit back smartly. Yuren offers to sway her uncle, but he brushes her off. As Wei Wei preps her pals, Yuren spots them and tells Jung, put me on the interview panel to flex on these college girls. She falters, blurting Wei's main account ID instead of her own. Jung reels Air he was his ex-wife in game. Emerging, she downplays it to Wei Wei, who shrugs, I'll use a minor account's name. Shai sees Wei Wei seated and grins. His friend notes, she's the loveliest in computer science. Shai agrees, the tech beauty queen's top-notch. Later tutoring, Tao arrives as an English teacher. The student dislikes him, but Wei persuades him. As they leave, the kid whispers, got a boyfriend? She says no, easing him. He'd drawn her ideal beau, showing Xia Nai's photo, saying he should be like this. Wei muses, he's a campus icon, but I can only admire from afar. The kid insists, you're legendary too. Tao apologizes later. We learn the child lost his father and legs in a crash. Young's mom hired Wei to curb his gaming, which she did by bonding with him. Logging in, Wei sees Jung's entered a video contest. Curious, she watches their love tale. Jung and his wife fend off foes. He aids Yao Yao, who lands a golden arrow kill, vowing, only death parts us. Jung, dramatic, says, to the healer. A girl mimics Wei Wei, lamenting Jung's choice of Yao Yao. She attacks, but Jung downs her and leaves with Yao Yao. The video sours Wei's mood. Shai's team fumes at the jab to their sister-in-law. But Xiaoi stays calm, plotting, not rashly but with zeal, we'll settle this. The following day, Wei jogs and Tao joins her, suggesting dinner. She declines and notices Xiai running nearby. Flustered, she jogs in the opposite direction. Later, Air slips into class and finds Kao in her seat. They argue, but the teacher hushes them. She sits in a wobbly chair that slides, frustrating her. She rises and smashes it. Tao mocks, first it slid, now it's a stick. Furious, she kicks Gao, sparking a classroom brawl the teacher conceals. That evening, logging in, Wei sees Yisha has challenged Jen. She arrives at the venue, learning Xiao Nai set terms so favorable that Jung's refusal would disgrace him in the gaming world. Yisha awaits Jung, who appears and loses swiftly, dropping 2 levels per the bet. Afterward, his teammates ask Yao, what if you'd lost clout? He quips, I'd still have my wife, making Wei blush faintly. It's revealed Jung deleted the video. A teammate adds, if he hadn't, we'd have hacked his system and wiped his account. Yao, shielding them from interruption, pulls Wei aside, saying, I know this was personal, but I had to act fast. At university, Wei recalls Yao sketching Yisha from memory. Meanwhile, Xiao Nai reviews her timetable, noting Cao's campus fame as the second most handsome boy. After the classroom incident, she dislikes Cao. Spotting Xiao Nai approaching, they watch from the balcony. Wei devises a plan to ditch Cao, telling him, "I like shy eye." Cao persists, enlisting a classmate to uncover her gaming ID. At a basketball game, Tao, feeling spurned, challenges Xiai and loses. Wei logs in, fights, then pitches Yusha a Romeo and Juliet-style video, a musician captured by a thief girl who loves him, declaring, "I've stolen and deceived since youth, but now I crave peace." Unhappy he's freed, yet she guards him. A demon attacks, she's injured saving him. Realizing her devotion, he marries her. Days later, his men raid their village to seize her. She slays them, he kills her to spare her his betrayal's pain, musing, "Could I live without her?" and leap from a cliff. Yao adores the concept, and they jest over lines the next day while crafting it. Some suspect Wei's a boy due to her skill. Shai already knows her identity. Cao's aide visits Wei's room, snags her gaming ID while she plays, but Ersh delivers it to Cao. Next, Xiao plays with his parents, offering "I'll join your class" to boost attendance, knowing Wei takes archaeology. In class, few attend until Xiao sits beside her, drawing a crowd. The professor marvels at the turnout. Later, in the library, Wei watches their finished video alone, touched by Yao's tweak, the musician lives, cherishing his wife's memory. She asks Yisha, "Why change it?" He replies, "Longer clips up our win odds." Spooked by the empty library, she leaves after telling Yi Xiao. He assures someone's there. A man passes, startling her. "How did Yao know?" Xiao trails her out. Her phone breaks, a friend suggests selling their game for cash. Wei realizes Jung pushed this for Yao Yao's rainbow prize. They win, earning costumes. Wei dons hers, Yisha skips it. A teammate teases, "Why not match your wife?" He retorts, "Our bond needs no costumes." Wei ponders, "If Yao asks for my photo like Jung, I'll share it." In the boys' dorm, Yisha's crew cleanse for his visit. He's their sharp young boss. At a restaurant, girls swoon. Wei and Ersh play it cool. Wei orders Shy-Eye's dish. Only one remains, so he picks another. For the couples championship's final level, Wei is trapped in darkness. Yisha has 16 hours to find her. She hints, water's near. He quests, gains a pendant from a guide after setting up a board, and battles stone dragons. A voice asks, "Ready to lose all for love?" Text warns, "Lows and drop to level 1. Using the pendant, lovebirds ferry him to Wei atop a peak. He calls her "my dear wife," delighting her as they ride off together. Yan's uncle tries luring a teammate, who refuses. Yuran overhears the scheme, nearly tells Xiaowei, but confides in a friend, pushing her to snag Shy-Eye. A photo with Wei fuels her envy. Yang finishes homework, Wei teaches him gaming, dazzling him. Prepping for the championship, they face Jung and Yaya, who forfeit, boosting Yisha's team. They excel to the final. Wei lands a job at Jung's firm. Shopping with friends, they spot Xia Nai smiling at them. Driving to the final match, Xiai's car crashes, he's hospitalized unconscious. Without him, rivals win. Wei grows quiet, attached to Yao. Xiai awakes, asking about the game. Time's passed, he sends a friend to tell Wei, "I wonder what she thinks of me." In the library, Wei mourns Yisha's absence, crying over their video. Offline, Yisha learns she's rewatching it. Puzzled, Tao aids Wei, surprising Ersi. He admits, "I like Wei, help me." She refuses. Next day, he brings Air breakfast, noting Wei's gloom. She shares nothing, he vows, "I won't stop liking her." Mistaking Ersi for Wei in game, he asks, "Any issues?" She confesses, "I want a date, but no one's keen." He shows her fireworks, proposes, and she accepts. Wei, watching their video, realizes, "I love Yao." She resolves, "I'll find him in reality and claim him," but hesitates, shutting her laptop for exams. A company calls, loving her video, summoning her. Online, Yisha waits, revealing his accident. Worried, she scolds, "Rest." He insists, "I'm fine." She mentions the video sale, he suggests meeting post-exam. Lacking date attire, she shops, trying a red dress. Friends snap selfies, she opts for simplicity, fibbing, it's for an interview. Post-exam, she meets Xiae, stunned he's waiting. He admits, "It's me." Questions swirl, but she follows silently to lunch. He asks, "Like fish?" Speechless, she nods. At a restaurant, her friend calls, she spills, "I'm on a date," choking on tea. Friends push to meet him at a basketball game. Yao bikes over, she hesitates to ride, fearing rumors. He shrugs. "So what?" She joins, clutching snacks for modesty. At the court he plays, she muses, "I must work hard to match him." He sits beside her, planning a study date. Her friends tease, "Since when with Xiao?" She confesses, "I just found out," spilling all. A friend jests Xiai is cheating on his game wife. He vows, "I'll please both." They realize she's one person. Gossip ranks Wei second in beauty and wit behind Yuren. Tao brings her a gift, livid she's with Xiai, plotting revenge. Ill she's hospitalized, Xiai drives her and Ersh back, later calling about their date. He takes her to his office to study, but they flirt, sharing game secrets. He gifts her video rights, joking, "It's yours unless I claim it as a wedding present." At lunch, she considers the hostel, but he suggests a match. Alone, Kao labels her a cheater in game. She sells the video, opting for game items over cash, gifting Xiai's team. A teammate mentions a girl's confession to Xiai. She boasts, "I've lost count of mine." He reassures, "No one's confessed to me," calming her. Over breakfast, he teases about tiger cubs from their game pets. She meets his parents' professor, who praises her paper. Friends gift her the red dress for a treat with Xiai. She curbs her appetite, but he teases her speed eating. He hugs her, asking, "Real now." At dinner with his pals, they urge her to tend Xiai, his first girlfriend. He teaches her snooker, later gifting a hairpin she gives him for summer break, dropping her off with a cactus. Kissing her forehead, he leaves for tickets. Her dad fetches her on a pink bike. Mom cooks poorly, so dad takes over tomorrow. She calls Xiai, dodging parental gossip, joking about tiger cubs. Mom nags about screen time. Wei buys a phone with tutoring cash, pranking Xiai with a scam text. He pays, knowing it's her for her return ticket. Surprising him at his office, he kisses her, leaving her dazed with a food delivery note. Rain traps them. Xiai shields Wei, kissing her again. She frets about onlookers, but he jests, "The weather's sweeter with you." She offers an internship bribe dinner, but he counters, "Your charm's enough." At his office for a shoot, their matching outfits stun her. She assists a teammate with woman phobia, impressing him with a tough task. Cao lends her a bike for car-sitting, paying despite her dislike. Ersh, late at Jung's firm, brags about her pay. Xiai spots Wei drenched from an errand, driving her home, drying her hair, and kissing her. She hides a love bite from Ersh, scratched by Cao's cat. At the hospital, Wei faints from fever. Xiai nurses her, easing project worries with a demo. Ersh, laden with snacks, repays Cao, offering free kit-sitting. Wei bites Xiai for ignoring her. He retaliates with a kiss, admitting, "You're my weakness." She stays the weekend, planning a swim he joins, gifting a short suit she blushes at. Girls harass at Jung's, plotting against Wei. Her mom calls Xiai via his lost phone, inviting them. At dinner, Yao Yao's pals call Wei fake. She trounces them in game, proving herself. Xiai fetches her, awing all with his coolness, vowing, "With Wei I fear nothing." Tao, back, strikes her in game with her gift, enraged. She shrugs, buying air cake, but air tosses it, stung by rumors. Yuren quits chasing Xiai, showing him Cao's drunken clip claiming Wei's deceit. Xiai trusts her denial, erasing it. Ersh leaves, blaming Wei, who moves to Xiai's. He comforts her, "We'll fix this without fights." She jests he made her cry, missing the final. He kisses her forehead. They cook noodles. He offers his parents' place, confessing, "I'm a lousy cook." She teases his flaws, taking the sofa despite his quips. Morning jog in a skirt follows shy banter. Shifting to his place, Jung offers a lift she spurns, praising Xiai's grit. At his flooded parents' home, they save antiques, returning to his. She naps gaming. Xiai rebuffs Jung's texts as not Yao. A teammate sells game intel to Jung's firm, but Xiai drives his crew harder. Wei manages rest with betting. Air forgives Cao via cat pick plea, reconciling with Wei over cake. Xiai nixes her, leaving till uni resumes. Yuren sees their bond, ditching fake pals. On Valentine's, Xiai solves a glitch via a poster, winning a Shanghai pitch despite snags. A teammate quits, confessing betrayal. Xiai hides. At a picnic, he kisses Wei privately, vowing game tales for their kids. 2 years later, he's a producer. She's graduated. In an interview, he calls her fiancé, puzzling her till friends recall his jesting proposal. At graduation, he poses shyly. She teases his fiancé slip. He moves her to his place, kissing her, promising to meet her folks. Her dad resists her early wedding, listing terms Xiai meets except cooking. Xiai bonds with him, sharing Wei's childhood, winning him over. Both families dine, planning a traditional wedding matching their game. Friends see her certificate. Xiai aids her in a red gown, lifting her to bed, eager. At his uncle's cafe where he first saw her, he kisses her, ending the tale. Next, Rain pins them indoors. Xiai shelters Wei beneath a canopy, planting another kiss. She worries someone might see us, but he chuckles, the storm's nicer since you're here. She suggests bribing him for an internship with a meal, but he replies, your beauty's bribe enough. At his office during a shoot, their coordinated outfits surprise her. She helps a nervous teammate with a phobia of women, wowing him by tackling a hard project. Tal loans her a bicycle for kid-sitting duties, compensating her though she detests felines. Ersh, tardy at Jung's company, boasts about her salary. Shai notices Wei soaked from a task, drives her home, dries her locks and steals a kiss. She conceals a hickey from Ersh, nicked by Kao's cat. Fainting from fever at the hospital, Wei is tended by Shai, who soothes her project fears with a demo. Ersh arrives with snacks, settling Kao's debt and volunteering to cats it gratis. Wei nibbles Shai for neglecting her. He avenges it with a smooch, murmuring, you're my flaw. Spending the weekend, she suggests swimming. He joins, offering a skimpy swimsuit that flushes her cheeks. Girls at Jung's taunt Air, scheming against Wei. Her mother phones Shai through his misplaced device, bidding them visit. At dinner, Yao Yao's cronies brand Wei a fraud. She crushes them in game, cementing her truth. Shai picks her up, dazzling all with his poise, declaring, with Wei, I'm fearless. Tao returns, attacking her in game with her own present, furious. She brushes it off, grabs cake for Air, but Air discards it, hurt by gossip. Yiren abandons her pursuit of Shai, revealing Kao's intoxicated video accusing Wei of duplicity. Shai believes Wei's rejection of it, deleting the clip. Ersh departs, faulting Wei, who relocates to Shai's. He reassures, we'll mend this peacefully. She teases he made her weep by missing the championship. He pecks her forehead. They whip up noodles. He suggests his folks' house, admitting, I'm a terrible chef. She ribs his imperfections, claiming the couch despite his protests. A shy morning jog in a skirt ensues. Moving to his place, Jung offers a ride she rejects, lauding Shai's resolve. At his parents' flooded abode, they salvage relics, retreating to his. Gaming, she dozes. Shai dismisses Jung's messages as not Yao. A teammate leaks game data to Jung's outfit, yet Shai pushes his team harder. Wei ensures rest with betting. Air pardons Kao after a cat photo plea, reuniting with Wei over pastries. Shai bars her exit till school restarts. Yiren, witnessing their tie, ditches false friends. On Valentine's, Shai cracks a glitch with a poster hint, clinching a Shanghai deal despite hiccups. A teammate resigns, owning up to treachery Shai conceals. At a picnic, he steals a kiss from Wei, pledging game lore for their future kids. 2 years on, he's a game maker, she's a graduate. At commencement, he poses bashfully. She mocks his fiancé gaffe. He shifts her to his home, kissing her, vowing to meet her parents. Her father balks at her swift marriage, setting conditions Shai fulfills save for culinary skill. Shai connects with him, recounting Wei's youth, swaying him. Both clans feast, plotting a classic wedding echoing their game. Pals view her certificate. Shai helps her don a red gown, carrying her to bed, impatient. At his uncle's cafe where he first glimpsed her, he kisses her, closing the story. Rain confines them indoors once more, the downpour drumming against the windows of Shai's office. He draws Wei beneath a sheltered nook, his arm shielding her from the wet gusts, and presses a tender kiss to her lips. She glances around nervously, whispering, what if someone spots us? He grins, his eyes twinkling. The storm's turned lovelier with you here. She playfully offers a dinner bribe for an internship spot, but he counters smoothly, your allure's more than enough payment. Later, at his office during a photo shoot, their matching outfits catch her off guard, both in sleek black with subtle red accents. A coincidence that makes her heart skip. She steps in to aid a teammate, a jittery fellow with a dread of women, and tackles a complex coding task he'd fumbled. Her success leaves him wide-eyed, stammering gratitude. Tao, meanwhile, loans her a rickety bicycle for cat-sitting duties at his place. Slipping her cash despite her clear aversion to fines, she wrinkles her nose at the litter box stench. Ersh, starting late at Jung's company, crows about her hefty paycheck to anyone who'll listen, her voice echoing through the office. Shai catches sight of Wei returning drenched from a delivery errand, her clothes clinging uncomfortably. He ushers her into his car, drives her home, and gently towels her damp hair, stealing a soft kiss as he does. She conceals a faint hickey from Ersh, earned not from romance but from a scratch by Kao's irritable tabby. At the hospital, fever overtakes her, and she collapses. Shai stays by her side, soothing her project-related anxieties with a sleek game demo he'd prepared. Ersh arrives, arms full of snacks, repays Kao's debt, and offers to cats it for free, her generosity surprising Wei. Playfully, Wei nips Shai's arm for ignoring her texts. He repays her with a lingering kiss, murmuring, "You're my one flaw." She lingers for the weekend, suggesting a swim. He agrees, presenting a sleek, short swimsuit that flushes her cheeks crimson. Girls at Jung's firm corner air, plotting to undermine Wei with snide whispers. Her mother dials Xiaoai through his misplaced phone, warmly inviting them over. At dinner, Yao Yao's cronies label Wei a pretender. She challenges them in game, routing them with swift precision, proving her mettle. Xiaoai arrives to collect her, his cool demeanor stunning the crowd, and declares with Wei beside me, "I've no fears." Tao, freshly returned, lashes out in game, striking her with the very gift she'd given him, his fury palpable. She shrugs it off, picks up a cake for Air, but Air, wounded by rumors, hurls it away. Yiren abandons her chase for Xiaoai, presenting him with Cao's slurred video accusing Wei of treachery. Xiaoai, trusting Wei's firm denial, wipes the recording clean. Air storms out, pinning blame on Wei, who seeks refuge at Xiaoai's place. He consoles her, "We'll sort this without a brawl." She teases that his absence at the championship final brought her to tears. He plants a gentle kiss on her forehead. They whip up a batch of noodles together. He suggests crashing at his parents' place, admitting with a sheepish grin, "I'm a disaster in the kitchen." She pokes fun at his rare shortcomings, claiming the sofa despite his protests that it's too small. A shy morning jog follows, her skirt fluttering awkwardly as they run. Moving fully to his apartment, Jung offers her a ride she declines, praising Xiaoai's tenacity instead. At his parents' home, a burst pipe has flooded the floors. They scramble to rescue precious antiques, old vases and scrolls before retreating to his place. She dozes off mid-game, laptop humming. Xiaoai brushes off Jung's messages, replying curtly, "I'm not Yao." A teammate betrays them, leaking game secrets to Jung's outfit, but Xiaoai rallies his crew with renewed vigor. Wei ensures their comfort, fetching blankets and mattresses. Air reconciles with Cao after his cat photo apology, reuniting with Wei over shared cake. Xiaoai forbids her departure until university reopens. Yiren, seeing their closeness, cuts ties with her shallow clique. On Valentine's Day, Xiaoai spots a poster that sparks a fix for a game glitch, securing a Shanghai pitch despite technical hiccups. A teammate quits, confessing his disloyalty, which Xiaoai keeps hushed. At a picnic, he steals a private kiss with Wei, promising to weave game stories for their future children. 2 years pass, he's now a game producer and she's graduated. In an interview, he names her his fiancée, leaving her baffled until friends remind her of his slight proposal jest. At graduation, he poses timidly for photos. She ribs him for the fiancé slip. He relocates her to his home, kissing her deeply, vowing to win over her parents. Her father resists her rushed nuptials, drafting a list of demands Xiaoai meets flawlessly except for cooking, where he flounders. Xiaoai bonds with him, sharing tales of Wei's childhood antics, softening his stance. Both families gather for a meal, plotting a traditional wedding that mirrors their in-game union, complete with ornate robes. Friends admire her marriage certificate, adorned with cute snapshots of the pair. Xiaoai helps her slip into a crimson gown, lifting her gently to the bed, his eagerness barely contained. They visit his uncle's cafe, the spot where he first glimpsed her gaming brilliance. He kisses her there, a quiet finale to their tale unfolding beneath the hum of neon lights and the clatter of keyboards. The cafe's air buzzes with nostalgia as Xiaoai guides Wei to the exact seat she'd occupied years ago, her fingers then dancing across keys with a grace that had captivated him. "This is where it began," he says, voice low, eyes tracing her face. She tilts her head, teasing, "No love at first sight?" He chuckles, pulling her close, and seals their story with a final, lingering kiss, the world fading to the soft glow of screens around them. Outside, the city hums, oblivious to the quiet victory of their union, a blend of virtual vows and real-world devotion. Back at his apartment, they linger over tea, reminiscing about their journey. She recalls the demon battles, the divorce stones, and Yisha's bold proposal, while he recounts spotting her talent amid the cafe's chaos. "I knew then," he admits, "you were more than a player." She smirks, "Took you long enough to say it." Their laughter fills the room, a testament to a bond forged in pixels and proven in time. Her parents, now fully won over, send a message approving the wedding date, urging a grand celebration. Wei's mother insists on traditional dishes, while her father, still chuckling over Xiaoai's kitchen woes, offers to oversee the feast. Xiaoai's folks arrive, bearing gifts, a carved box from his archaeologist father, and a handwritten tale of their son's triumphs from his historian mother. The families mesh effortlessly, their chatter weaving plans for a ceremony that honors both heritage and their digital romance. Friends drop by, marveling at the gown's intricate embroidery, a nod to their game avatar's attire. Ersh, reconciled and radiant, gifts Wei a hairpin matching Xiai's, whispering, "You deserve this happiness." Tao lingers at the edges, a quiet observer, his earlier rancor faded to reluctant respect. Yiran, abroad now, sends a note of truce, admitting Wei's friends outshine her old circle. Zheng, too, fades from their orbit, his schemes eclipsed by their success. The wedding day dawns, a flurry of red silk and joyous chaos. Wei steps out in her gown, Xiai at her side in a robe echoing his Yisha garb white with gold trim. The venue mirrors their game's grand halls, adorned with lanterns and blooms. Vows blend old words with new, pledging love across realms. As they exchange rings, a cheer erupts, friends and family united in celebration. Later alone, Xiai lifts her veil, whispering, "My dear wife," echoing his game call. She laughs, "Took you 2 worlds to make it real." Their kiss seals it, a story born in code, now etched in life. The wedding festivities linger into the night, the air thick with laughter and the clink of glasses. Wei and Xiai, now husband and wife, slip away from the revelry, retreating to their new home, a cozy apartment overlooking Beijing's glittering skyline, a gift from his parents blended with her savings from tutoring and game winnings. Inside, the walls boast framed prints of their in-game avatars, Yisha and Wei, frozen in triumphant poses. She kicks off her embroidered slippers, the red gown pooling around her as she flops onto the couch. Xiai joins her, still in his gold-trimmed robe, and hands her a mug of tea, his one culinary success, he jokes. "So Mrs. Xiao Nai," he teases, "how's it feel to be my real-world teammate?" She smirks, sipping the brew, "Better than beating demons with you online, less lag." Their banter flows effortlessly, a rhythm honed through years of virtual battles and late-night chats. The next morning, sunlight streams through the curtains, rousing Wei first. She tiptoes to the kitchen, determined to surprise Xiai with breakfast, only to recall his jest about her own cooking rivaling his disasters. She opts for simplicity, steamed buns from a nearby stall, and arranges them artfully with a side of fruit. He emerges, hair tousled, grinning at her effort. "No fires yet?" "Impressive," he quips, stealing a bun. They eat in companionable silence, planning their day. Xiai's game company, now thriving after the Shanghai deal, demands his attention, while Wei's landed a freelance coding gig, leveraging her dual mastery of biology and tech. She proposes a challenge. Whoever finishes work first gets to pick tonight's game. He agrees, eyes glinting with competitive fire. At his office, Xiai dives into a new project, a sequel to their championship-winning game, infused with their love story's echoes. His team, bolstered by the hacker he bested in that contest, buzzes with ideas. The hacker, now a loyal coder named Li Wei, suggests a feature players can craft wedding quests mirroring real ceremonies. Xiai nods, envisioning Wei's gown as an unlockable skin. Meanwhile, Wei tackles her freelance task at a cafe, the same one where Xiai first saw her debugging a biotech. Her phone pings, Ersh, now at Zheng's firm full-time, texts about a company tournament. Zheng's hosting, she writes, "Wants you and Xiai to join revenge match." Wei grins, replying, "Tell him we'll crush him again." She finishes early, claiming victory in their bet, and heads home to set up their gaming rig. Xiai arrives later, conceding defeat with a mock bow. She picks their old game, the one where Yisha proposed, and they log in, avatars gleaming in rainbow costumes. The server buzzes, old rivals and fans flood the chat, thrilled to see them. A message from Cal pops up. "Congrats on the wedding. Rematch?" Wei types back, "Only if you've improved." They spar, her herbs and his crafted tools decimating Cal's predictable moves. Afterward, Zheng's tournament invite arrives in-game, formal and taunting. Xiai leans over, whispering, "Let's make him regret this." They strategize late, blending real-world tactics with virtual flair, their synergy sharper than ever. The tournament day dawns, a hybrid event, part online, part live at Zheng's sleek office. Wei and Xiai arrive hand in hand, drawing stares. Zheng greets them, his smile tight, Yao Yao at his side in a shimmering dress. "Thought you'd retired?" he jabs. Xiai retorts, "Just warming up." The first round pits them against Zheng's top duo. Wei's precision and Xiai's bold plays dismantle their foes, the crowd virtual and physical cheering. Ersh, spectating, beams at Wei, their rift fully mended. Tao, now a solo player, watches sullenly, his earlier defeat still stinging. Yiran, back from abroad, streams it, her commentary neutral but tinged with respect. The final match looms, Zheng and Yao versus the newlyweds. Zheng's aggression falters against Wei's herb traps. Xiai's calculated strikes seal their win. Jung logs off, face red as the room erupts. To the champions, Ersh toasts, lifting a soda. Post-victory, they host friends at home. Ersh gifts them a tiger plushie, nodding to their in-game cubs. Li Wei unveils a demo of the sequel, Wei's gown, a dazzling feature. Jung's absence is noted. Rumors swirl he's pivoting to mobile games after the loss. Tao lingers, offering a stilted apology. I misjudged you. Wei shrugs, water under the bridge. The night ends with laughter. Xiai's arm around Wei as they watch their guests depart. Alone, they collapse into bed, the plushie between them. Think our kids will play this? She muses. He kisses her forehead. They'll rule it. Months later, Wei's freelancing blooms into a startup offer. Biotech meets gaming, her dream fusion. Xiai's sequel nears launch, pre-orders soaring. They balance work with playful bets, loser cooks, takeout ensues. One evening, her parents visit, Dad wielding a spatula to teach Xiai. Mom gushes over their sync's life, pressing for grandkids. Xiai's folks join, their antiques now safe, swapped for tales of his youth. The families mesh, planning a reunion at the cafe. There, Wei challenges Xiai to a public match, drawing a crowd. She wins narrowly, crowing, still the queen. He laughs, my queen, and pulls her into a kiss, onlookers whistling. A year on, the sequel drops a hit. Wei's startup thrives, her app syncing with Xiai's game for biofeedback quests. They host a launch party, Jung notably absent, his firm faltering. Kao reformed, joins their circle, Airsh's +1 sparks fly there. Yiren stream lauds their empire. At home, Wei finds a new mug, her avatar etched beside his. From Li Wei, Xiai says. She smiles, our team's growing. They log in, avatars now parents to tiger cubs, mirroring their dreams. The screen fades, their legacy secure in code and love. A crisp autumn breeze sweeps through Beijing as Wei and Xiai settle into their second year of marriage. Their apartment, once a minimalist haven, now brims with life plants from her mother's garden line the windows, and a sleek gaming console dominates the living room, a gift from Li Wei's latest bonus. The sequel game, Love and Pixels, has soared past expectations, its wedding quest and biofeedback features Wei's brainchild earning rave reviews. Her startup, BioPlay, syncs seamlessly with it, tracking players' vitals for immersive twists. She's juggling investor meetings, her ponytail bobbing as she pitches, while Xiai oversees a bustling office, his team expanding with eager coders. Their mornings begin with a ritual, coffee, his one kitchen win, and a quick match, her herbs outpacing his crafted blades every other day. You're slipping, husband, she taunts after a win. He smirks, just letting you shine, wife. Trouble brews when Jung resurfaces, his mobile game flop, now peddling a rival app suspiciously akin to Love and Pixels. Whispers of stolen code ripple through the gaming forums, Tao now a friend alerting them over drinks. He's desperate, Kao says, sipping tea. Saw his demo, it's our mechanics with a cheap skin. Xiai's jaw tightens, Wei's eyes narrow. He doesn't learn, she mutters. They dig in, Li Wei tracing code trails to a disgruntled ex-teammate who jumped ship post-Shanghai. Legal threats loom, but Wei suggests a bolder play, beat him in the open. Tournament, our turf. Xiai nods, public humiliation his specialty turned against him. They host the Pixel Clash, a hybrid event at their cafe-turned-venue, its neon glow a beacon for players. Airsh, thriving at Jung's firm but loyal, designs the promo Tiger Cubs duel on posters, a nod to their in-game brood. Yiren, now a gaming influencer, streams at Live, her followers buzzing. Jung struts in, Yao Yao at his side, her smile brittle. Round 2 he sneers, the first matches see Wei and Xiai dominate, their synergy a dance, her traps snaring foes, his strikes finishing them. Tao, paired with Airsh, surprises with newfound skill, their chemistry hinting at more. Jung's team falters, his app's clunky interface exposed. In the final, Wei's biofeedback tweak spikes Jung's avatar's stress, glitching it out, Xiai lands the kill shot. The crowd roars, Yiren crowning them gaming's power couple. Jung slinks off, his venture crumbling. Post-triumph, life accelerates. Wei's startup snags a government grant, her app eyed for education biology meets play. Xiai's firm partners with a VR giant, their next game a full immersion. Late nights strain them, she naps on his desk, he codes beside her. A petty spat flares over burnt rice she tried cooking again. Stick to herbs, he snaps. She retorts, fix your own bugs. Silence follows, then laughter. They order takeout, truce sealed with a kiss. Her parents visit, Dad grilling Xiai on grandkids. Soon he deflects, winking at Wei, who blushes. His folks counter with a trip offer, a dig site, blending their pasts. They agree, craving a break. The dig site, a dusty expanse, stirs Xiai's roots. His father unearths pottery. His mother narrates its tales. Wei, in boots, maps biotraces, her app pinging relics origins. A night under stars sparks a game. They sketch a virtual ruin, merging archaeology with pixels. Back home, it's a hit add-in, fans raving. Airsh and Kao, now dating, test it, giggling over glitches. Jung's absence lingers, rumors say he's pivoted to crypto, broke. Yuren's stream hints at a comeback, but Wei shrugs, let him try. A curveball hits, Wei is pregnant. She stares at the test, stunned, then grins tiger cubs in reality. Shy-Eye, home late, finds her beaming. New player joining, she says. He whoops, spinning her gently. Our best collab yet. They plan, her startup scaling back, his VR launch delayed. Friends rally Schnitz booties, Tao codes a baby monitor app, Li Wei gifts a crib with game motifs. Her mother floods their fridge with soups, his parents send a tiny spade, joking for future digs. Gaming nights shift to nursery prep, their rig gathering dust. One evening she logs in, craving normalcy. A message blinks, missed you, champ. It's Jung, humbled, offering peace. She replies, congrats on surviving, and logs off content. The baby, a girl named Mei, arrives in spring, her cries echoing their old victory cheers. Wei cradles her, Shy-Eye snapping photos, her eyes mirror his. Work pauses, they revel in her gurgles. Ersh visits, cooing, she'll outrus all. Cow nods, already a boss. The VR game launches to acclaim, Mei's nap cooing its soundtrack. Wei's app adapts for kids, Mei its first tester. At the cafe, they celebrate her first month, players toasting to the next legend. Shy-Eye whispers, our sequels live now, kissing Wei as Mei grips his finger, a family forged in love and code. Winter drapes Beijing in a soft blanket of snow, and Wei and Shy-Eye's apartment glows as a cozy haven where Mei's laughter mingles with the hum of their gaming screen. 5 years have passed since their wedding, and their lives have blossomed. Pixel Dreams, Shy-Eye's VR masterpiece, is a genre-defining hit, while Wei's bioplay leads in charge in educational tech, teaching kids through play. Mei, now a spirited 5-year-old with pigtails, dashes around wielding a toy sword, demanding to slay a dragon in her dad's game. Shy-Eye indulges her, letting her win, as Wei watches with a smile, cradling a mug of tea, his one kitchen triumph she still teases him about. Their circle has settled into their own paths. Ersh and Kao raise Yan, a mischievous toddler with his mom's gaming zeal, while Wei heads Shy-Eye's VR division, his loyalty unwavering. Yuren, a streaming star, champions their legacy online. Young faded into obscurity after his ventures tanked, last seen peddling tech scams, a shadow of his former bravado. Chao's early bitterness is a distant memory. He sends Mei a tiger plushie each birthday, a quiet nod to amends. The cafe where it all began still stands, now a museum of their journey, its walls lined with screenshots, and that first seat Wei claimed. One snowy evening, they gather their family, friends, and fans for Mei's first official match. She logs in as Tiger Mei, her avatar a mini Wei, and takes on Shy-Eye's Yisha. The crowd cheers as she outsmarts him with herb traps he taught her giggles echoing. Wei joins, and they play as a trio, their synergy a living testament to years of battles, virtual and real. Afterward, Mei climbs into Shy-Eye's lap, asking, will I be #1 like you? He kisses her forehead, you already are. Wei adds, but you'll have to beat me first, sparking a playful challenge for tomorrow. Later, alone, they stand by the window, snow falling silently. Wei rests her head on his shoulder, murmuring, from demons to diapers, quite a quest. Shy-Eye chuckles, best co-op I've ever played. Their mugs clink. The game screen flickers with their avatars now